The Battle of Watling Street in 61 AD marks one of the most pivotal confrontations between the Roman Empire and ancient British tribes, specifically the Iceni rebellion led by Queen Boudica. This decisive battle showcased the superior Roman military tactics against overwhelming Celtic forces, ultimately securing Roman dominance in Britain. The conflict originated from Roman mistreatment of the Iceni tribe following the death of King Prasutagus. Despite his attempt to peacefully transition power by naming both Emperor Nero and his daughters as heirs, Roman officials violated this arrangement. They brutally flogged Queen Boudica and sexually assaulted her daughters, sparking a massive uprising among the British tribes. Governor Gaius Suetonius Paulinus commanded the Roman forces, leading the disciplined Legio XIV Gemina and detachments from the XX Valeria Victrix, totaling approximately 10,000 men. Opposing them, Boudica's coalition included the Iceni, Trinovantes, and other British tribes, amassing an estimated force of 100,000 warriors and their families. The battle's location along Watling Street, the ancient Roman road connecting modern-day London to northwest Britain, proved strategically crucial. Suetonius chose the battlefield carefully, positioning his forces in a narrow valley with dense woodland protecting their flanks. This tactical decision neutralized the Britons' numerical advantage by forcing them to attack through a confined space. Roman military engineering and discipline proved decisive. The legionaries formed their characteristic wedge formation, equipped with rectangular shields, short swords, and javelins. Their standardized armor and training allowed for coordinated battlefield maneuvers that the tribal warriors couldn't match. Boudica's forces, though numerous, lacked the organizational structure of the Roman army. Celtic warriors traditionally fought with long swords, spears, and chariots, relying on individual prowess and overwhelming charges. Their battle wagons and families positioned behind the fighting force ultimately became a deadly liability, blocking their retreat. The battle began with the Britons charging en masse toward the Roman lines. The Romans responded with coordinated volleys of javelins, causing significant casualties among the densely packed attackers. When the British reached the Roman lines, the disciplined legionaries held firm, using their superior close combat techniques to devastating effect. As the battle progressed, the Romans executed their signature wedge attack formation, driving into the British ranks while maintaining cohesion. The confined space prevented the Britons from outflanking the smaller Roman force. When the British lines began to waver, the Romans launched a coordinated counterattack. The presence of British families and wagons behind their warriors proved catastrophic. As the front lines collapsed, fleeing warriors found their retreat blocked by their own supply train and non-combatants. The resulting chaos led to massive casualties, with historical sources claiming up to 80,000 British dead compared to only 400 Romans. Queen Boudica's fate remains somewhat controversial among historians. Most accounts suggest she consumed poison to avoid capture, though some sources indicate she escaped the battlefield only to die later from illness. The battle effectively ended the most significant British uprising against Roman rule. Archaeological evidence supports historical accounts of the battle, with discoveries of Roman military equipment and British artifacts along Watling Street. Multiple possible locations have been proposed by historians, with sites in modern-day Northamptonshire and the West Midlands being strong candidates. This battle significantly influenced Roman-British relations moving forward. The Romans implemented more diplomatic approaches to tribal governance while maintaining their military presence.